How is it or what is it?
What is the focus right now for you guys heading into Oklahoma?
Trying to win a game. It's just the focus is on winning the day, really. I mean, we wanted to have a great practice today. We wanted to get the morale up, which we didn't know how. You never know how kids are going to be when they come here. So morale was good. We had a good day, and it was, trying to, day one down, day two coming up. So just winning the day, basically.
One of the things Dana mentioned earlier today was the run game's been tough, obviously, and it's not been, I guess, what you guys have wanted it to be. How much does that affect what you guys are doing offensively, and how much does that limit you guys?
Well, I mean, anytime you become one-dimensional, regardless of whichever one it is, if you can't throw it and you can only run it, defenses, their goal is to make offenses one-dimensional. They feel like if they get you one-dimensional, then they got you where they want you. So, yeah, I mean, running the ball is important. Throwing the ball is a lot easier when you have an effective running game, and that's just simple. And windows are wider, safeties bite down harder. But it's not like we didn't have some open guys running down the field, So, when we get those opportunities, we got to take advantage of it, too.
You feel like you're one-dimensional right now?
At times I would say yeah, but at times no. There were times, that they respected the run game and we play action and had wide open people. And so, with that being said, at least, they're keying on it. And so, there's times we get 8, 10 yards a carry, 12 yards a carry. And so I wouldn't say that the run game, put it this way, I've been in situations before where the run game's been worse. And so right now, we just gotta keep doing what we're doing. It's not like we're gonna create new plays or do new things. We gotta get more out of what we're getting.
With a couple of receivers leaving the program and Stedman not at 100%, is depth a concern at wide receiver now?
It was probably a concern before people left, and so it's always a concern. I don't know if anybody's got the depth they really want. And so Stedman's probably, closer to 100% than he's been. And so, depth's no different. I coach the guys that are out there, and so it's not like the guys that aren't out there were doing anything spectacular.
How about the guys that are getting mixed in now, the guys who saw more playing time last week? What have you seen out of them? And Dana's talked about them wanting to be out there and playing and wanting to win.
That's the biggest thing I've seen, really and truly. Those guys that are focused on now, they want to play hard and they want to be out there, and so that's the guys that you want to coach.
Is this defense the biggest challenge you face so far?
This year in my life.
This year?
I don't know. It presents a little different challenge based on what they do coverage-wise. They're not complicated defensively. Yeah, cat coverage. I got that cat. You got that cat. But no. It's they're good. They're athletic, and so when people play man, it comes down to matchups, and we have to throw and catch. And Oklahoma's been good this year on defense like they've been in the past, and so. Teams that have been successful on them have been. It's not going to be easy. Put it that way. It's not going to be a lot of wide open guys. You got to make plays with guys around you, and luckily enough, last week we had some guys running wide open and we didn't make it. So maybe we need to get defenders closer to us and we can execute.
You said about cat coverage and that they're going to man up against you. Would you rather see that at this point because of the success that teams that have zoned you have had of late?
Well, it really doesn't matter. It just presents a little different challenge, and and to be honest with you, if the last 2 weeks, in my opinion, has been really close to being really good, but for some reason or not, we're just a little off, and so you get if you hit the two wide open routes last week, then you have a pretty successful day, and so it's all relative. You can sit there and break it down whichever way you want it. And so the bottom line is that when you have an opportunity to make a play, you got to make it. And right now we're not making those plays. And so, the worst thing you can do is sit there and keep pointing that out, because if you keep pointing that out, then you're going to play uptight, And so the best thing to do at times when things aren't going your way and the ball isn't rolling your way is kind of ignore it and just let karma work itself back to you.